Well, I've got a handy thing that I can carry in my Tote Gote here when I lift up this back pocket. It's a Firebox folding stove. This is the Nano inside the X case. And it's also got a chunk of this carbon felt that you can use as a ground protector, or you can use it as a windscreen. This model here is their titanium. And you see, that's all there is to put it together. So I really like that everything is hinged. There's nothing to lose or anything like that. Even if your fingers or hands are cold, you can really practically just kind of shake it together. So it's very simple that way. If I get out somewhere and I want to cook something, I don't want to build a big fire, I can just bust out that little Nano stove and cook away. Good to go. When I'm all done, I just shove it back in my Tote Gote and right off into the sunset. That's living right there, I'm telling you. So the stove comes like this. You just flip it open, the bottom falls down. You want to get these things out of the way when you're loading the stove. You can adjust them once it starts going. With the Swedish torch method, you're just basically taking a chunk and you're just kind of putting it in here, pretty much filling the inside of the stove. So I have lots of this fat wood, so I'm just going to use that to start my fire here. Just put all that in there, and I'm kind of cheap too because I'm going to light a half a dozen fires probably with that one stick of fat wood. Because I just get it to where things are going, and then I pull it out and put it out. It's kind of weird because I got plenty of it, but now that I've got the wood in there and everything, I can grab these and re-aim them. So I'm going to have a cup of water like this on there to boil. So I want those turned to the inside. So you can see there's a port here and there's a port back here for side feeding wood. So you can put it in like this, or you can feed it from the side. Let it burn either way. So you have a lot of options. And I just put my fat wood stick out. So you see I only used maybe an inch of it. Start a fire. I start my big fires that way too. I don't know, I like it. Alright, I'm going to put my cup on here and let it start rocking and rolling. And I'll tinker around doing some other stuff. The nice thing about the Swedish torch method is that you don't have to tend to it. It'll burn like this for, around 40 minutes or so, depending on what kind of wood you're using and such. So once you get it started, you don't have to sit there and baby it or anything like that. You can just let it burn, so that's pretty nice. Well, I was gone for about 45 minutes, and my fire did its thing and burned out. When I was a Boy Scout back in the 1960s, in the wintertime, in winter camps, we used to have hot tang. That always hit the spot on a cold day. Especially nice for breakfast, well, really any time. Instead of hot chocolate or something like that, it kind of gives you that little tangy. Well, that's why it's called tang. Gives you a little tangy flavor. I think I got a couple of sticks in there, but they'll digest. So Oh yeah, that's good. So anyway, inside a shelter like this right here, a nice way to go if you need to cook something out of the weather would be to use either a wood burning little backpack stove like this Nano or something similar to that, or use a gas or propane stove or something like that. That way you can be up here if it was raining or whatever, you could be out of the weather and you could be under here. One reason I like this shelter is because I do like being in the open. If you watch Money and Buy videos, you know, I want to be in the open. I want to see stuff. So that's why I like this. I'm covered. I can sleep here, I can sit here, I can cook here, and I can see out all at the same time. I absolutely love it.